How about tonight? I didn't know you were a cricketer. I mean,
Oh no, it's the first time I ever played.
is that right?
Yeah, first time. I'm enjoying it. No,
Never played before.
never ever played.
So you've turned your arm, and did you get a wicket? You did, didn't you?
I nearly did, but one of the twins, I don't know what happened to him. I think he gone blind.
So any consolation, we got that on video for you.
Cheers.
So, you know, one day when you're really famous, and it's on This Is Your Life. The first time Lee Hughes played cricket and the twin dropped the catch. Do you think we'll be able to beat their total?
You never know. We've got 2 Aussies in at the moment, so
I know,
so you never know with 2 Aussies.
a double whammy.
I hope so.
Yeah?
We'll give it a good go anyway.
What do you think of Cosley Cricket Club then?
It's really nice. It's nice people as well around watching. Yeah, really pleasant, really friendly. Like, it's a good family club.
Yeah. And on to the serious stuff. We'll be kicking off soon against Norwich, obviously. You're all fit in Island Hearty?
Yeah, everyone's fit and raring to go and that. But hopefully can appoint a manager soon and get us back in, get us back on where we was. Like John Gorham has done a good job when he come in as coach, and just hope we can keep him.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, obviously we wish you well for the season in all of your endeavours, and we'll speak to you again, you know.
Cheers.
And apparently the England selectors have been here tonight, Lee.
Have they?
And
I've got no
perhaps
chance.
the next test at the Oval, if you're available.
No problem.
Who would you like as the next Albion manager?
Don't really know.
You don't really know. You're probably like the rest of us, I don't really know. What about big sister Lauren?
I don't know.
You don't know either. Oh, did you like Dennis Smith? Or
No.
no? How about you? No. Oh dear, I thought he was a nice man. There you go. How long have you been supporting the Albion then?
Since I married him.
His
My
fault
husband
then?
over there. Definitely, yes.
Hey, blokes, they get you into a hell of a lot of
They
trouble,
do,
don't they?
yes. If you can't beat them, join them. But
Well.
once it gets in the blood, I think that's it.
You've had it then, you've had it. Oh well,
Needs have been brought up Albion and
good stuff, good stuff. Marriage and cricket, all in one go, eh?
Yeah, no. What a team, eh?
That's right. How was the wedding then?
Yeah, very enjoyable day, yeah. We
Yeah.
had a fantastic time, yeah. Couldn't be better, to be honest with you.
Lots of guests?
Well, I mean, we had a close family to the afternoon do. We had a nice sit-down meal and everything. Then we went on, we had a bit of a party later on. A few of the lads come down and everything. We had a great day, to be honest with you, all round.
Good.
Tremendous night.
Good. Well, everybody obviously sends their congratulations.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Cricket, have you played cricket before?
Once or twice at school. That's the last time I played, which was 6 years or so ago now. So first time I played in a good while, but it's an enjoyable experience to come out with the boys and have a game. Yeah.
No Lancashire League cricket under your belt or anything?
No,
like that?
nothing like that. I'm not a cricket lover, to be honest. I just come out with. I'll talk me into it because we were short of players for this evening.
Oh well, good experience for you. What do you think of Cosley Cricket Club then?
Yeah, it's a good little place, to be honest, isn't it? Yeah. Very hospitality's been excellent, to be honest with you. So we appreciate everything to that.
Part of the Black Country, but there's 1 or 2 Wolves supporters live around here, so you have to be very careful there. In the summer, of course, you got yourself another couple of caps.
Yes.
For the Republic.
The one against Macedonia. Yeah, I was injured for the Northern Ireland game, which obviously Quinny was playing that match. I missed playing against him, but I got half an hour against Macedonia, which was I think it was my 6th cap. So I was pleased with that. Very pleased. Yeah.
What about the postponed game? I mean, what did you feel about that, the Yugoslavia match?
Well, I think it was understandable, really. I think the lads expected it because of the situation that was happening out there. I mean, obviously, you don't really want to go into the politics and that side of it, really, but the lads just had to get on with the Macedonia game and concentrate on that, really.
Yeah. Well, obviously, we're looking forward to the new season.
Yeah,
you're all Highland Archie and fit.
Yes, definitely, yeah. Just obviously, the game's Saturday, our last game before the season starts, and we're looking forward to it now, really. Looking forward to the season getting underway.
Yep, fine. It's great to have a word with you, and we'll see you again
No
later on in the season.
See you then. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Kip. Alan Miller, Essex man.
Yeah,
You like your cricket?
I do, yeah, especially when I play Warwickshire.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's wicked. We're going through a bad patch at the moment. You've helped organise this tonight, I believe.
No, we had one last year, but it was rained off, so we decided, we got an invitation this evening, so we decided to come along, take a break in pre-season. So lads were responding well and enjoying it.
It's a nice diversion, obviously, from all the events that have been going on lately at the Albion, obviously. At one time we used to have an annual match against Villa, you know,
Oh, did you?
at West Bromwich
Yeah.
Dartmouth, and they played them at Old Hill as well.
Yeah, I think it's something that should happen, you know, it's just a good bit of fun, you know, come down and enjoy. So lucky enough we've got nice weather, and I think lads are really enjoying it, and I think it will probably become a regular thing.
Had you been here before?
No, it's a nice setup,
Nice little
lovely.
setup, nice little ground. And you were behind the stumps?
I was, yeah.
Is that your favoured position then? Or?
It is, because I don't have to run around too much. So just point the finger everywhere. So
Diving again now.
yeah.
Diving.
If the ball's a bit too hard, I'll let it go.
Yeah. Who's the dark horses in our side then that might swing the game for us?
Well, Jason's just gone, but Macca looks quite tidy in there. He's just hit a nice 4, so hopefully if he gets off to a good start, we'll have a chance. I think they got 100. How many did they get? 143. 143.
I didn't see any sledging from the Australians.
No, yeah. You know what they're like. We've got 2 Aussies. We should do something well, shouldn't we? We've got 2 of them.
Yeah?
Two Aussies, an Irishman.
Jamie Ball's the star catch. Jamie Ball, starter.
Ball's the starter.
Magnificent. Wicket first delivery.
Oh. Andy McDermott's catch was pretty good down here.
Was, yeah. Good bit of fielding, good catch, and he got a good run out as well.
Well, it's a superb evening. And we wish you well for the season, obviously. Thanks for having a word, and see you next year here, hopefully.
Cheers, thanks.
Yeah, all right.
Nipped in front post as a flick on, I think, by Llewellyn. West Brom managed to clear the lines, but then Anselm has a shot into the hands of a grateful Alan Miller. First real effort on goal for Norwich, following up Lee Hughes' earlier effort. Here is Lee Hughes, he's all on his own, he's got 3 yellow shirts surrounding him. He's looking to take it on. Now gets support from the Dutchman Richard Snakers. Evans touches on, he falls for Maresca. Oh, that's a wonderful save by Marshall. He managed to tip it onto the post. Good one-touch football there. Mulrain just showed a little bit too much to Maresca. Here's Such. 5 yellow shirts in the box. Miller's going to come. Miller collects slightly, then loses it, and then gives Norwich the lead. It's Paul Dalglish. All eyes on the referee as Miller came, but he didn't grab it. And after just 3 minutes of the second half, Paul Dalglish is off the mark, and so are Norwich City. Here's Maresca again. Turning one way, then the other, and then finding Kilban with a very nice ball. There was just no Albion men in there. Hughes with Phil Westad on his back, and that's going to be another free kick, and we may even see the first booking away of the game. Well, whether Gabidon's feeling something now, actually, he's just holding on his hamstring there. Anyway, back to the action. Free kick for West Brom. Snakers takes a Raven! Raven with his first touch to score for West Brom! Brian Little cannot believe it, he's on the pitch himself below us, but Raven, by bringing him on, has caused all the problems, and he's equalised for West Brom. Norwich again on the back foot, but Jackson sends one forward for Ewan Roberts to chase. Dalglish is in the middle. Miller gets a touch, it may just fall for Marshall. It's off Carbon. The claim handball, but Marshall again, and again it's hit Miller, this time on the knee. Can they score this time? It's Roberts who sent it over. Brian Little is furious below me, he's more or less on the pitch. Llewellyn's with the free kick. Raven had slipped and Miller pushes it onto the bar from the head of Matt Jackson. Potter's throw comes off the back of Kilban and falls very nicely for Such. Here's Roberts looking to put Dalglish away. Roberts and Anselin are the men in the middle. There's Roberts with the header and he puts it wide. Not the first clear-cut chance he's had this afternoon.
Mr. Little, first game, how do you feel?
Okay, I've enjoyed it. I think as the game went on, I warmed to the task, got more into it. Tried very hard initially to take as much in, you know, and not shout too much, because I wanted to try and just have a look at players, the system that we've tried. But as the second half progressed, and having to make changes, which is part of managerial work, there were changes that I felt I had to do despite what's gone on the previous time. So I've enjoyed it, but I'm pleased that we've got something out of the game, because when we went behind I was worried, and then when we actually equalised I probably got more worried, because we gave them more chances then than we should have done. So a lot of things to talk about with the players, lots of things that I feel I can talk to them and hopefully help with, but I'm quite sure it's probably today is similar problems to what everybody's seen before, because you know, everything is there and nothing has changed very much.
Sneakers to De Freitas. Hughes will still give chase. Pilkington waiting for the ball, and here is Hughes to score a goal that he created himself by his own determination. Held into the far post. Barker is on his own. Appeals for a handball, and West Brom may well have found themselves lucky recipients of that decision. And now they're on the counter-attack with De Freitas. Sneakers is out on the left-hand side. De Freitas goes himself! Sneakers can't believe it. Tankard again. Play behind Minton. Momentum was lost. But now Smith might be in. Defenders closing him down quickly, and surely that's a penalty. And it's Quinn who's given it away. So Jeff Minton, on his home debut, has the chance to equalise. And he does so very confidently indeed. Lovely flick by Kilban. The Irishman's continued his run, and Hughes has found him. Oh, great work by Kilban. That's a magical goal.
Start to the second half from Forest that brought the right response from the home team. Interesting, Rob. No Chet Hogan in there for the set pieces. Clark Williams takes the kick. Van Blurk just gets it away. It's fallen to Alan Rodgers. Yeah! Turned in. Dougie Friedman it is who's helped it over the line, and Forest get the breakthrough. I tell you what, Rob, this is incredible. Have a look how many defenders have a chance to get a touch on this and get it away. Whipped him by Bart Williams. 1, 2, 3. That's poor defending. Look at Friedman. Killer instinct. On it in a flash. This is Maresca. Now Van Blurk. Flynn. And Hughes and Kilban are both onside here. Hughes makes a dart to the centre. And it's Lee Hughes. Well saved. Hughes had drifted wide here, Rod. And he was just waiting for it. He's there for him. Snakers. And he's looking for Hughes, and he's found him. He didn't get on his chest. Oh, done the best they could from that situation. Once it broke away from Hughes, they've won the corner. Taken to Snakers. They're back looking to get in there. Hughes helps it in. Forrest are furious. They're running to the linesman, saying Hughes must have been offside. The pressure beginning to tell off, Rob. Snakers does well, deep cross, headed in by, looks like Raven. Let's have a look, is he offside? Yes, he certainly is. But that's, again, a good goal scorer's instinct, lurking inside the box. Powered forward by Kilban, Hughes offside, Forrest furious. Little deft flick. I honestly think Crossley would have got the first header from Kilban. But they don't care, Brian Little, get in there.
An encouraging start in the latest Midlands management posting of Mr. Brian Little offers reason for a more upbeat perspective now. For him, no defeats in 4 and early signs of stability. Hughes has found himself a yard and a half, albeit wide. Gabidon is forward in support. He's taken on Murphy, and he's found space for the cross, and Kilban has arrived, and West Bromwich Albion lead. Flynn, Snakers has picked up Kilban's wide beat and delivered the cross, and Hughes is in there. It's what he does for a living. Maresca's corner, 3-0. And again it's Kilban, and again it's a firm forward, and again a perfectly executed cross and finish from West Bromwich Albion. The tie is set.
Curling cross goes into a danger zone, the Teddy Sheringham area if you like. And watch Kilban, that's a brave header. He's running well, he's got in between people. Could they have reacted a little bit better on the line, the goalkeeper and the defender on the line? I don't know. But now a hopeless task, I would guess, becomes well.
Snakers. Maresca. De Freitas. 4. We are talking knives through butter here, and Tony Parks is in danger tonight of getting backache. Only 2 have stayed back for Halifax. Patterson swung it in deep, and they have one back. Maresca. Potter. Hughes. Up to Van Blurk. And Maresca. And Van Blurk again. And Gabidon, plenty to aim at in the middle. Evans. 5-1.
Yeah, the main route was, 2 weeks ago to go there and come back here, giving ourselves a chance. Tonight was better or easier than we probably thought it was going to be, but it's just good to win. I mean, it's nice to win football matches. We've played 3 games at home, drawn the previous 2. So tonight it was important for us to go out there and score first, which was good. But overall, it was comfortable. I think when it's 4-0 at half-time, it can get a little bit sloppy. Probably did, but overall, it's been a steady night's work.
And 4 of those goals were headers, very good headers, actually.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness to the lads and John Gorman especially, so I mean, he does a lot of sessions that is crossing the ball and getting in there and arriving in there. So it is pleasing to see the type of balls and crosses that they can put in there, because they do whip them in. I mean, they're really good at it. So it's pleased to score goals from them.
Now, Lee Hughes has signed a new contract for you. I mean, that's good news for you. Are you going to be able to hold on to the other good players like Kilban and?
Well, I hope so. I mean, I think the method of work this year sees me wanting to try and establish the club as a very competitive force in this division.
Swindon's dismal home record of only 1 win in the last 12 received a boost after only 4 minutes. Mark Walters the scorer. It was a goal which tested Albion's unbeaten start. Swindon was sharper and more determined and threatened twice more in the first period. First through Alan Reeves, denied only by Alan Miller's agility, and then through Gareth Hall, denied by the woodwork. Albion's resolve increased in the second half, and 4 minutes after the restart, Sean Flynn's throw created sufficient confusion for Kevin Kilban to equalise. And Albion were in front with another headed goal midway through the half. Mickey Evans taking advantage of more aerial weakness in Swindon's static defence. Swindon then had Mark Walters sent off for his second bookable offence, but Albion extended their unbeaten start to the season.
Handball given against Clark, and Snakers takes it quickly. Hughes has got away from Coleman, but there's no one in the middle. De Freitas arriving, a wonderful save from Mike Taylor. Some slack defending in the Fulham area. De Freitas is certainly second best all the way to that cross from Lee Hughes, but he managed to get there. Although with these tired legs, just one mistake may bring it. Here's Lee Hughes. Trollope has slotted into midfield. Obviously, Paul Bracewell wanting to hold on to what he's got. Van Blurt looking to change all that. Cross from him, right-footed. Hughes with a header, just over the bar.
Sneakers will take the free kick for West Bromwich Albion. Is sent deep, looking for Raven. Now Furlong can work it clear for Birmingham. Lazaridis is making a break down the left side. That's where Furlong has aimed it. Purse sends it deep. Lazaridis inside to Johnson. That's good counter-attacking football by Birmingham, and Johnson scores a cracker. Oh, that's a magnificent, wonderful goal for Johnson, who scores his first league goal for Birmingham 3 minutes before half-time. Raven looks for Kilban. He's got the better of Rowett here, and he's got the pace to get to the ball. He's got it across. Here's Hughes. Oh, he's done it. He's finally scored against Birmingham. And that will give him the biggest thrill in his career so far. Here's Lazaridis. Flick back to McCarthy. Oh, spectacular save by Miller. Now the counter-attack is on. Here's Hughes. Maresca joining him. Hughes still going, looking for the angle. Flynn. Now to De Freitas. Into the last 14 minutes of the game as Lazaridis sends it across. It's a decent cross as well. Rabbit. Now to Hyde. He fluffed it, but it comes to Unlove. Great save by Miller.
Both Dave Carroll and Jason Cousins, who's on the bench tonight, played in the FA Cup game with Albion back in '92. In fact, only 3 of them are left who won the conference with Wickham in '93. There's Hughes! Lovely ball in from De Freitas. It's the first chance of the game, and Hughes almost scored his 5th of the season. And that was in the first round, first leg game at Halifax, when actually Phil Whitehead got a game. This is McSporran. It's a good try! Not a bad effort from McSporran to swing this one in. Plenty of yellow shirts to aim for in the Albion box as Simpson trots forward. There's Bates. It was away by Carbon, and he goes! Oh, terrific goal, and it's Paul McCarthy who's got it. Wickham are in front, and it has to be said, it's no more than they deserve. Albion 0, Wickham 1, and Paul McCarthy is the man. Well, what does Laurie Sanchez do now? Does he go for a second goal, or does he keep what he's got? Here's De Freitas trying to change things at the other end for Albion. Evans is knocked off the ball by Jamie Bates, and Albion have a free kick in a fairly decent position. It's Richard Snakers over this one. Carbon may well be the target. There's Lee. It's Sean Flynn! It's 1-1. A terrific free kick by Richard Snakers, and Flynn ghosted in. It's his first goal of the season, and he brings Albion back on level terms. It's Albion 1, Wickham Wanderers 1. Potter again, Maresca. Chance to get the cross in. It's a good cross as well. There's Hughes. This is Gabidon. Again, it was half a chance.
Good play by Kevin Kilban on the far side. Coming inside, finds Sean Flynn. Flynn keeps the move going. A Snaker's coming inside. He's going to try with his left foot. That's a wonderful effort and a very, very good save from John Filan. Receives congratulations from Lee Hughes. Snakers is annoyed with himself. Now Flynn is turned away from Carsley. More space here for West Brom as they continue to come forward. Snakers has already had 1 shot and goal, and another one is pushed away by the Australian John Filan. Brian Kidd getting in a bit of trouble below us. He's spent a lot of time very much pitch side. Out of the 1 metre that the coaches are allowed to go into. Kilban now has gone past 3 players. Will this run stop? He goes for goal. Oh, that is a wonderful goal! You won't see a better goal than that all weekend. You might not see a better goal all season. He breezed past 3 players, Kevin Kilban, and he put that past John Filan, where Richard Snaker was there. Kevin Kilban says that's the way to do it. The way of the yellow shirts of Blackburn, taking quickly. Blackburn looking to get back in the game as Janssen tries to go past Flynn and Quinn. It was Quinn in the end putting the brakes on that run. Kilban with his ball as far as Blackburn player Grayson. There's a bad challenge Van Blurk, which we'll see Blackburn receive another free kick. In swinger, which Miller hasn't come for, and which has been turned in by Christian Daly, and has given Blackburn the equaliser. Carbon's had a huge offside, but he's not interfering, would be the phrase, I think. Here's De Freitas. Does well to win it from Davidson, then loses out though to Lee Carsley. Here's Andy Townsend. Brian Little telling the men to get forward. Nice ball by Townsend, finds De Freitas. First time left-footed cross beats Hughes. James Quinn was the man coming in. Again, it's Blackburn coming forward. Here's Janssen. He's took a deflection. He's looped into the goal. Matt Janssen had the effort. I'm sure he'll be claiming it. And Blackburn have taken the lead. Townsend got the flick. Hughes looking to quickly set Quinn away. Now Van Blurk. This could be dangerous for West Brom. Ward has gone round Miller. The referee says play on. Well, I must say that looked like a penalty. It was Van Blurk, Carpenter and Miller all in a tangle. Ashley Ward will complain, and rightly so. Blackburn still coming forward now with Carsley. Brian Kidd is furious with the linesman. Janssen now turning away, gets past Sigerson. But Sigerson picking up the pieces as Wilcox closes down. Still trying to have a look at that penalty decision in a moment. Gillespie firing one over to Janssen now. That's De Freitas' challenge. Hughes still very much on his own up front at times. Now James Quinn, although Quinn has 4 players all in front of him. Header for Kilban! And late equaliser! Another goal for Kilban! Not as good as the first, but who minds? Certainly not West Brom, and certainly not Brian Little. He's off the bench, he's on the pitch, and he's a very happy man. The unbeaten run may stay intact. We have 4 minutes of normal time to go. We'll have to see what the referee will add on, but it was Kevin Kilban at the far post.
Andy Townsend, first of all, welcome to the Albion.
Thank you.
It's great to see you here. I'm really glad that you arrived. How do you feel about today's game?
I felt we were unlucky all in all. I thought that, I'll be honest, we coped very well with Blackburn. Certainly in the first half we were by far the better team. Perhaps, unlucky maybe not to have come in another goal in front. I think if we'd have come in 2 up, I think we'd have won the game comfortably.
I think so. That first half, there was a lot of passing, a lot of good movement.
Sure.
Probably the best first half we've certainly played at the Hawthorns this season, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously that I don't know, but it was very enjoyable. I thought the lads were working very hard, and and you have to remember that Blackburn have an awful lot of Premiership class players, and they're going to no doubt be very strong once they get into their stride. But our lads, I thought, worked very, very hard, and especially when we went 2-1 down, we got a bit deflated and a bit ragged for 15-20 minutes perhaps. But the guys, all credit to them, they stuck at it, and Kevin scored a great goal.
You think we missed Richard Sneakers the second half a little bit?
I think you will, because Richard's good. He gets in the box and he's a skillful player, and he'll always, he's always liable to nick a goal here and there. So perhaps, but on the same token, James Quinn came in and I thought did very well.
A wonderful deep cross for the second goal.
Absolutely, yeah. And Kevin really attacked the ball ever so well, and whilst they were a little bit indecisive there, waiting to attack it, Kev's just gone steaming in there, and great finish.
And how do you feel about your own performance?
All right, I enjoyed it first half. As I say, the second half we kind of lost it a little bit once they got their second goal. But we kept plugging away and we kept going, and that's what it's all about in this division. If you keep going, you'll score goals. It's a very competitive division. It's a tough division, but as I say, I think the lads here work very hard, and all credit to them. And I'm just chuffed to be here.
Probably the key to it all is organisation, I think, and 100% effort and getting stuck in.
You could, I'm not making anybody any promises about me performing miracles, not at all. All I'll do is give my best and try and make sure as best I can that these boys are all up for it.
And a nice short journey home tonight.
I tell you what, I shall be in about 20 minutes. I tell you what, lovely.
Well, good. It's really great to see you here.
Thanks
and
very much,
we wish you all the best and a good career at the Albion.
Thanks very much.
Yeah. Kevin Kilban, we've come to present you with the Goal of the Season award again already, and it's not out to September yet. You must be thrilled with your form at the moment.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm getting 1 or 2 goals this season. But I mean, to be fair, I don't think you can count my chickens yet with that goal of the season contender. But I mean, end of the day, there'll be a long season to go, and I'm sure there's 1 or 2 more to come from a number of players. To be honest with you, yeah.
And good headers as well. I mean, the equaliser was buried well down at the post after the goal is reached.
Yeah, I'm delighted. I mean, to be honest with you, James Quinn's coming at half time today. He looked sharp.
and I could see his little look up, and he seemed to pick me out very well, and I just seemed to dive in there and get my head in it, get in the end of it, and it went in the back of the net.
You got across the defender well as well, didn't you? Really?
Yeah, it was good.
And gave him no chance. Talk us through the first goal though, Kevin.
Well, I can't remember what happened. I think one of the lads had a bad touch, and I just seemed to get it off him, and I just seemed to drive into the space, and it opened up for me. And I seen the goal and just had a whack, and luckily enough it went in the corner.
I hit it and it went in.
Yeah. I suppose you can say that, yeah.
Well, thanks very much. And as I always say, you know, when you score a goal, Kevin, you score a goal.
You do, John, yeah.
I shall live for the day when you just get a tap in or something. Thanks very much, Kevin.
John,
good luck, well played.
Not too well for West Brom. They were a goal down after just 4 minutes. Sean Devine making it 1-0 Wickham on the night. But before half-time, West Brom were in the driving seat. Paul Raven soaring, and then Fabian de Freitas. That was 2-1 to Albion, 3-2 on aggregate. They were in control. They should have been home and dry. After the break, though, Wickham were back level again. Dave Carroll this time, the most spectacular goal. 2-2 on the night, 3-3 on aggregate. That meant the game went to extra time, and Albion at last took control. James Quinn made it 3-2. And Lee Hughes added another, 4-2 on the night, 5-3 to West Brom on aggregate. Wickham did pull another back when Daryl Burgess got sent off for this challenge, no real complaint. Steve Brown slotted home the penalty, but West Brom were safely through to the next round.
So the first corner of the game goes Albion's way. It's knocked in, it's not away yet. Carbon, good save by Digby. Snakers, a thunderous strive, and again! Well, they could have had 3 then, and it's only a corner. This is Lee Hughes, good layoff from de Freitas. And Hughes lofts it towards Snakers, terrific control by him. Steps inside, gives it to Hughes, that's a good effort from Hughes, and he tried to curl it goalwards. Nice control, nice idea, but he just couldn't quite get the execution right. Simon Rogers' corner, it's a good one, it's punched away by Miller. Back in by Mullins. De Freitas heads it out to, of all people, Paul Raven. And Raven's not quite sure what to do with it here. Snakers has made the run, that's a good ball by him. Snakers has to go across the box, this is Lee Hughes. Tries the curler, oh, on the top of the net it lands. The assistant referee, or the fourth official, has just signalled 4 minutes of added time in this first half. There have been stoppages for Townsend and de Freitas to receive treatment, so 4 minutes to be played at the end of this first 45 minutes. This is Snakers. Flynn. Maresca, good 1-2. Flynn knocks it forward to Hughes. Chance here, Hughes! Well, I think he hit the outside of the post then, but he's got a corner. Well, Albion have made a change at half-time. It's James Quinn on. For de Freitas, there's Quinn, and straight away in the first few seconds of the second half, in he goes again from Kilban. And Albion have really started the second half as they did the first. Kilban's head out, this is Quinn. Hughes is there, and it's still loose. Hughes gets the ball in, this is Maresca. Well, it was neither a shot or a cross in the end. Here's Lee Bradbury for Crystal Palace. Given away though to Maresca, this is Kilban. Here's Quinn. Forward it goes to Snakers again, intelligent running by him. No penalty, says the referee. This is Matt Carbon. Hughes. Flynn knocks it back in again. Oh, that's a back pass that Digby couldn't handle. This is Sean Flynn. Over the head of Lee Hughes it goes. And Albion's last chance just may have ebbed away from them. Carbon, sure of the last attack of the match now. Headed on by Quinn. There's Lee Hughes. Still Lee Hughes. And the challenge was by Jamie Smith. The referee didn't want to know about possible penalty appeals. And that indeed is the final whistle of a hugely disappointing game for West Bromwich Albion. It's another point on the board for Crystal Palace. It's a clean sheet for them too. It's Albion's 8th draw in just 12 games this season. They've drawn 5 now at home. And that really is too many points dropped to the Hawthorns for Brian Little's liking. The match didn't really have much to offer, and no surprise here at the Hawthorns that the final score ended West Bromwich Albion 0, Crystal Palace 0.
Mickey Evans, good memories of 2 games against the Wolves last season.
Yeah, we won 2-0 at home when playing 1-0 away, and I scored the winner. Scored the one away from home, and we deserved a draw. I think we were unlucky not to beat them away from home last season as well.
Yeah. What did you think about the atmosphere at the 2 games?
The atmosphere was a typical derby. It's electric, and I think it was quite electric on the pitch as well. I mean, all the players know it's a big game, probably the biggest game of the season, so they try and take that into the pitch.
There's a lot of tension in amongst the fans, I know that, especially when we're at the Wolves, obviously. Does that come across to the players on the pitch, do you think?
Yeah, we all know it's a big game, but we still got to take it as a normal football match. Because if you don't, you can lose your head a bit, and then that's when you get dodgy results. So we take it as just a normal football match, but we obviously know there's a bit of tension as well.
You know how much is on it for the respective
fans,
supporters. Right. Yeah. The game at the Wolves last season, obviously, as you say, we got that draw. You had the good fortune to score a goal. What do you remember about that?
Yeah, I remember we were a bit under the cosh at the time, and they were on top of the game. And come from across, I think Matty Carbon flicked it on, got a touch, and lucky it fell for me, and I just stabbed it home. So yeah, it was a good game. I think the draw reflected the game. I think they had long spells, but we had maybe the better chances.
Yeah. I mean, in the dressing room before the game.
Yeah,
you're all pumped up for it.
Yeah, I think, but as I say, it's just like it for any match. I mean, we go out there, we do our best. Obviously, you know it's a local derby, but the build-up's still the same for as a normal game.
Did you ever have any with Plymouth, Torquay, Exeter?
Yeah, we used to play Exeter. I mean, they are now actually Plymouth. They play Torquay and Exeter, so they are big games, but they're nothing compared to the games up here.
Very good. And the home game, of course, you played a part in that when we won 2-0, as you said.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play in that one, and it was another good game, and I think that day we were far the better side, so we deserved the victory that day.
Yeah, right on. Well, whether you play or not, obviously we shall be rooting for the Albion, and if you do play, we'll be rooting for you.
Yeah.
When we go to Molyneux on Black Country Derby Day.
Hopefully we'll get a win for you.
Thanks very much, Mickey Evans.
Okay.
Wolves still can't win at home, but there's nothing wrong with Neil Emblem's commitment to the cause. He so nearly scored himself, but he didn't. It left the tap-in to Adi Akinbaye. In contrast to Wolves' struggle, West Brom were unbeaten, helped by nobody picking up Matt Carbon as he dived in for the equaliser.
Ban will clear. Harry Hales was signed for £2 million from Bristol Rovers last season. Took him a little bit of time to win over the Fulham faithful. He's got 3 goals in his last 3 games, including a late winner as a substitute at Norwich a week last Saturday. Fulham playing all the football at the moment. This is a bright run that has found Pesky Solido with the first chance. And the former Baggy striker makes no mistake. Van beats Finnan and has kept it in. Hughes, De Freitas and now Snakers in the middle. Van will try and find one. It's Snakers who got the touch, and Lee Hughes who applies the finish. Fulham though have spotted that the flag is raised. Nothing going Lee Hughes' way. He's scored 2 goals in this competition, and it might be 3 now, and it is this time. No doubt about the outcome. Lee Hughes has got his 6th season this season now. It's his 3rd in the Worthington Cup. De Freitas poked him through, away from Morgan, past Taylor. He's still registered as a player, but he hasn't figured at all for the side this season. Pesky Solido. And Collymore in the centre, and it is Stan Collymore! And there's his first goal for Fulham on what could be his last game. Well, what an entrance. Plenty of blue and white shirts to aim at, plenty of green back, mind you, it's a free header. Somehow away. Mike Taylor going down low at his post.
Snakers to De Freitas, two Dutchmen linking up. De Freitas, who started Tuesday's game and has been the regular partner with Lee Hughes for most of the season. Looks like he's playing out on the right-hand side. It's a position where Brian Little has tried him a few times. Here's Neil Poynton, left-footed ball, flicked on by Matthias Rammel and sneaked in at the back post. He's beaten Van Blok to it, and Walsall take the lead in the derby. They go for the hat-trick, and Andy Rammel, who got the goal against Birmingham last Friday night, has got the goal against the Baggies. Here's Maresca. 3 or even 4 red shirts around him. Snakers into Queen. Can he find Maresca with a touch? Maresca turns again onto his left foot. The shot may still fall for Snakers. Walker manages to grab hold of it at the second attempt. Kilban again. They've looked on him so many times this season to run at defences and cause problems. He's got 6 goals and now they need a 7th. Into the feet of Quinn. He's got Roper with him. Quinn's got the shot in, but it's deflected away. Burgess, first time cross. Nearly fell for Raven, might fall for Van Blok. Oh, it was so close. But for West Brom, it is so far away. Van Blok, who is yet to score for West Bromwich Albion, plead for a good delivery. Raven, Kilban, Burgess, Snakers, Sigerson, Maresca, they're all in there. But it's the header, Vivash. Burgess clips one back in. It stays in play though with Townsend. Again they regroup in the middle. Townsend's cross. Sigerson was up, away by Roper. Maresca through the crowd, it's over the bar. Glory beckon for the Italian.
And Flynn will surely look to throw this one in long. Plenty of options in the box for him to aim at. It's away by Ian Barraclough. This is Maresca. It's a good try too. That's a terrific effort from the Italian. And what a goal that would have been. It's a decent one by Snakers. It's Coleman! Off the line. Queen's Park Rangers have won 5 of their 12 games in total so far. And away, they've won 2 out of 6 on the road. Here's Breaker. Gets a decent cross in too. There's Wardley. Oh, it's gone in. That's a terrific header from Stuart Wardley. And Queen's Park Rangers have the lead. 7 minutes gone in the second half. It's Albion 0. Queen's Park Rangers 1. And Maresca's beaten him to it, but well played Barraclough for getting the ball back for QPR. This is Langley again. Forward it goes to Steiner, and he's onside, Rob Steiner. And he just showed too much of the ball to Lars Sigurdsson that time. Here's Kilban. Forward it goes to Evans, a chance here for Evans, and still Evans. Palmed away by Harper. And this is Snakers. Decent ball in. Oh, it's gone right across the face of goal. Here's McDermott. And this is Maresca. Plenty of space for him. Maresca tries to play the 1-2. He's still going. Oh, and Raven stretches for the ball. And he couldn't quite make contact. Here's Flynn. And he goes again. Away this time. It's only halfway to Kilban. And still Kilban can't find the target. Snakers swings it in. It's a good one too. And it was Kilban desperately close with the header. Snakers gets a deep cross in. There's Sigurdsson. Terrific save from Harper. And that's the closest Albion have come to an equaliser.
West Bromwich Albion played easily the best football tonight. Shame it took them over half an hour to go ahead. Lee Hughes was given that goal. Then just 3 minutes later, Enzo Maresca ran and shot and sealed the game for Brian Little's men.
Wolves are in the middle of a good run. 6 games unbeaten, looking to stretch that to 7 today. Akinbayi finding a very pacey Undar. Ravens the man across, but he's beaten him. Undar on his own, up the post. Miller may have got a touch. but Undar causing the problems early on. The news, though, on the injury front is that Ludovic Polle has gone off with the clash with Keith Curl. He's been replaced by Carl Robinson, which has meant Neil Embler now slipping into the back three. We were talking how versatile he was, and now he has to prove it. Maresca gets past Scott Taylor. Chance here for the Italian. May fall there for McDermott. McDermott gives West Brom the lead early on in the game. Wolves are at 6s and 7s with Polle going off. Andy McDermott grabs his second goal for the club. And it's West Brom 1, Wolves 0. Win, lovely little touch. Now Hughes' pace against Sedgley. The linesman flag is up, it won't count. Hughes has scored, but it won't count. The linesman's flag is up. Hughes is offside. Sneakers number 8 for West Brom with a free kick. That's a dangerous one. It was Sigerson coming in over the head of both Quinn and Sedgley. Around 20 minutes gone. West Brom 1, Wolves 0. Although the danger here is Carbon in the end is the man who clears it left-footed up to Snakers, but back in by Osborne. Undar looking to turn Lightfall. No, great save by Miller, and again the save from the substitute Robinson. In fact, the offside flag was up, but Miller wasn't to know. That was a super save. Maresca looking for options, finds Kilban. Back to Maresca again, full of tricks as well. Loses out there though to Osborne briefly. Carbon in with George Undar. Both went for the ball. Adi Akinbayi steaming in there, completely out of order, and all of a sudden handbags are out. And Kevin Kilbanu, I would say, would not be involved in an incident one bit. Kevin Kilban can't believe it. I don't think the West Brom players can either. Carbon's kick. Quinn with Sedgley all over his back. Quinn was claiming it was inside. Stow won't give Lee Hughes the ball. Looks as though Kilban's going to knock it to either of them. Plenty in the wall, plenty of goal shirts back. Maresca's kick! Good save by Stow. Diving to his left. Just tips it past the post. This time making their way to the back post. Raven hanging back on this occasion. It's Maresca's kick. Carbon and Hughes are up there. Sigerson looking to make a nuisance. Fallen for Hughes. Off the line superbly by Muscat. A smile on the face of Lee Hughes. He thought he'd broken his Wolves duck there for a moment. Can West Brom record their first league win of the season here at the Hawthorns? Up to Emblem. Now Sigerson away. Danger in the box. May fall for Emblem again. Gone wide now for Baisley. Right-footed cross. Bodies all over. Akinbayi's got a touch, and Akinbayi again has scored for Wolves against West Brom. The Wolves fans go mad, and with 10 minutes remaining in the game, Akinbayi has risen above the Albion defence.
Today's game against the Wolves, Paul. Tough, rough encounter again.
Yeah, I feel as though we've lost, really. You know, it's that disappointing that to only get the draw. I thought we were in control for much of the second half. You know, with a little bit of luck, Hughes' excellent chance in the which fell to him in the penalty box. If that had gone in, game over.
That was pure bad luck, though, wasn't it? Because he just hit the bloke's heel. He never knew it hit him, and it bounced away.
It was a good save by the defender.
Yeah, and a good save from Stell from Enzo's free kick as well.
Yes.
That was a deciding factor.
Yeah.
They never really looked like doing anything, apart from the first minute when old George Undar showed you a clean pair of heels.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah. No, I thought we defended well, but it's just so disappointing to lose a goal again.
Still another unbeaten game against the Wolves for you, though, Paul. And
it is, yeah.
It's a kind of bittersweet experience, really. I suppose we should have won, but we've got to be grateful that we got the point at the end of the day, I think.
Probably, but it still feels disappointing.
It's a proverbial good news and bad news day, I think, really, in some respects, Andy. I mean, the bad news is we haven't won at home again, and we let them in for an equaliser.
Yeah, it is. It's like there's nobody more frustrated than the players themselves. We know that we need a win here, and I know the fans want us to win, and it's just we're close, you know. I know the manager keeps saying we're close, but I have to go along with him. We're not far away.
That was really, I mean, perhaps one or two chances I had the second half, and they only came when Andy Sinton came on down the left, unfortunately. But they did nothing else apart from that, did they?
No, they didn't. They didn't offer much to the game. A lot of teams have come here this season and just sat back, and we didn't think they were that poor a side. They weren't very good today. But like you say, they got 2 chances or 3 chances maybe, and one of them flew in.
Yeah.
And for our ratio, we need our ratio to go up, and we'll be winning games 6-0 and things like that.
But the good news, I mean, you're back in the team again, and you must be pleased about that.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic. Every footballer just wants to play. You know, there's nothing. When you're out of the side, you're not happy. You know, and if anybody who says they are, I think is a liar. But I've got my opportunity now, and I've got to just keep going.
And how do you feel about your form since you've been back in?
I think I've been doing okay. I know my final ball hasn't been the best at times, but defensively I think I've done a job and just tried to provide as much as I can going forward.
Creator and scorer, because it was your cross on Tuesday night, wasn't it, against Charlton, I think, that brought the second goal. And today, of course, a whiz-hole left foot shot. Talk about the goal today.
The ball come over. Hughesy's trying to tell me he passed it to me, but I'm not sure about that. And it just fell to me, and I've just kept my head down and tried to hit the target, and it flew in, which was great.
Yeah, I mean, you seem to have been around here a long time now, but I mean, in terms of relative experience, you're still only a young man, and you'd only played, half a dozen games for QPR before you signed for us, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. I'm still only 22. I've got a lot to learn about the game. I think everybody does. I know I have been in like nearly 3 years now. I haven't played as many games as I would have liked to, but like I say, I've got my chance at the moment. As long as I keep battling away, I think I'll stay in the side.
West Brom have lost only once on their travels, and this was it. Nothing controversial about it. Andy Parkinson scored twice in 5 minutes in the first half. Alan Marr added a third late on from the penalty spot. It never was a penalty. But Albion boss Brian Little admitted his side weren't at their best.
West Brom throw again, McDermott looking for options. Burgess doing well, just nips in there before Whittingham. May fall here for Enzo Maresca. Maybe too much on his touch, he's got round the goalkeeper, and he's given West Brom the lead. Young Italian Enzo Maresca, who was criticised last week after failing to take his chances at Tranmere. Well, there's the answer. First came back, and after just 13 minutes has given West Brom the lead. Crow takes the throw. Back from Bradbury. Still with Crow. Now Palapoulis crossing towards Whittingham. Good header, good goal. He missed the earlier chance. That seemed easier. That one a lot harder. And he manages to flick it past Alan Miller and gives Portsmouth the equaliser. It's Lee Bradbury on the far side. Manages to pull inside and find Palapoulis. He's done well to get past Flynn, has he? But then a saving challenge. And then a corner. Bradbury went to the near post. Orford was there with a header. And the referee and the linesman have given it. And Portsmouth take the lead. Orford at the back post. Falls for Flynn. His header will find Andy McDermott. Left-footed by McDermott. Looked for Van Blurk on the far side. Over both players, but falls for the Italian Maresca. Back with Van Blurk. 3 Albion players in the middle. Snakers is oncoming. Away by Robinson. McDermott might find one up here. Great shot. And an even better save by Arif Lahavan. Maresca with an up and under. Quinn looking to get there before Vlachos, and does so. Then finds Sigurdsson, who loves to come forward. Brings the ball out of defence and finds Snakers. Only 2 West Brom men in the box. Snakers tries to pick one of them out, which he shoots. May fall now for Quinn. He's put it over the bar. Looks as though Brian Little is preparing to make some changes. Mickey Evans and Daniel Gabidon have been called for. But now Lee Hughes, maybe they won't need the changes. Hughes trying to tee up Maresca, but falls for Jason Van Blurk. His first goal for West Bromwich Albion. And what a priceless one it is. All of a sudden the subs are sat down and West Brom has celebrated an equaliser. Free kick taken while all this is going on. Hughes, great save by Harvard. Super save. It's Andy McDermott that's going to come off. A look to the sky by McDermott as he sees his number. Certainly not a reflection of his game, it's just a tactical change that West Brom will make in these last 10 minutes. A warm reception from the Hawthorns faithful as well for the young Australian. Alan Ball screaming instructions as his side look to hold on. Now Quinn, faced by Blackos, manages to pull back. He has Hughes in the middle, and the player coming on is Mickey Evans. Super sub Mickey Evans has given West Brom what must be a certain 3 points. Brian Little has broke his duck. It looks as though there will be 3 points won here at the Hawthorns for the first time this season. A goal very similar to Jason Van Vleut's. Play was held up as they are waiting for Evans to come into the box. Alan Ball is even on the pitch as he gets the ball back ready for the centre. And Mickey Evans with 3 minutes to go, as our third official shows us.
Jason Van Vleut, hero of the hour, or one of them anyway. Yeah. Everything comes to them that waits, and how many at last, mate? Eh?
Yeah, what was it, 52 games? Not bad. First goal. Yeah. It was good for the team. I'm glad we got a win out of that. Yeah. First half was a bit diabolical, but we come out, you know, put a few passes together, ran a bit further, tried a bit harder, and there you go. 3-2.
It happened at last. Two sloppy goals in the first half, though, really.
Yeah, 2 easy goals for them.
Especially from the corner, I reckon.
Yeah, from the corner I was a bit disappointed. And then, you know, after being 1-0 up, we caved in a bit, 2-1 up for them. But we come out the second half, Gaffer, you know, gave us a few harsh words to say to us, and we come out and put it together. You know, we haven't been bad lately the last few games, you know, we just haven't been going our way, and today, you know, we sort of had a few chances and we stuck them away.
You still made it too hard for ourselves to start the second half. Ensal missed one right after the kick-off, and then...
I wouldn't say we made it hard. I think we created chances, and that was good. Well, yeah, you know, that's football, isn't it? You know, at least you were creating chances. It would have been diabolical. We would have been out there for 45 minutes and never got one cross in, never got one shot on goal. Yeah. Then it would have been a bit harsh, but, you know, at least we created a few chances. Goalkeeper made excellent save off Hughes' head. Yeah. And then we had a few chances, and, you know, I got the rub of the green. One ball come across the box from Hughesy, and
you hit it.
There you go, just hit it.
Low and hard.
And I didn't close my eyes.
You must be experiencing the same sense of relief that we all are, I think.
Oh, without a doubt. I think that this home win's been a long time coming. I think that certainly today we deserved the win, and I don't think there's any question about that. But it has been a frustrating little while, you know, the fact that we've probably had a lot of opportunities to win at home, but haven't taken them. So to get it today was great.
Yeah, I think, games like Palace and the Wolves and QPR and Walsall, we certainly had a bucket full and didn't stick them in. And even today we suffered from the same malady a little bit, didn't we? We had chances, but...
Yes, we did, yeah. And it's frustrating, you know, the players are working very hard, you know, they're working hard in training, they work hard during the games, and things just haven't gone for them. You know, that happens in football sometimes. You go through periods of time where things just don't go for you. Lady Luck's not with you. And you should never... you know, you should never sort of question Lady Luck. Sometimes when she's with you, things go great and you get deflections, we go in and all kinds of things. That hasn't happened for us over the last little while. But you know, the lads I've got to say have continued to battle hard and work hard in training. And you know, as a member of staff, that's all you can really ask of them. You know, if they're giving their effort, and they have been, then you know you can't really give them too much stick. Today things worked out for us. We managed to get that third goal, which killed obviously very late as well, which is nice. They had no time to come back on us.
It was one of those strange things. All the time you were sitting there, you thought it's going to come, and then on the other hand you were thinking, nah, it ain't going to happen.
Well, you know, I think I was standing on the side just thinking, well, it's two each. Let's make sure we don't give one away. You know, there's a couple of times where they did get a little bit of a break on us, perhaps from our own corner kicks or something. You know, and that's always a little bit. You're sitting in the dugout there waiting, and you're just like trying to think, don't give anything away at the back, and don't let them break on you and score a goal against you. You know, particularly when you're having so much pressure at the other end. So it was nice to get that little bit of finish at the end, and Michael Evans scored his first goal of the season, which is nice for him.
Huddersfield are in one of the automatic promotion spots now, helped by 3 points from this one. Again, it was 0-0 at the turn, but Huddersfield expect to win at home. They're unbeaten there all season. 10 minutes after the interval, Dean Gore got it, leaving West Brom mid-table.
Snakers dinks it. It's a good one as well. It's still not away yet. Oh, what a save from Carlo Nash. And he goes again. And it's over this time. Quinn was completely free on that left-hand side. And he goes again. There's Hughes. This is Quinn. And again, another good save from Nash. And once again, it's James Quinn who's denied. The referee satisfied that the wall is 10 yards. This is Kevin Kilban. Oh, once again, the palms of Carlo Nash are stung, and he goes again from Hughes. And still, they cannot get past Carlo Nash. Inside the final 5 minutes of the first half, still 0-0. Well, that was fairly routine for Nash, but McIntosh didn't hear his call. Snakers. That's a decent ball in. Hughes! And once again, it's the left hand of Carlo Nash that denies him. Kilban moves inside onto his left peg. Kilban strikes it! He took a deflection and it's gone for a corner. It's Enzo Maresca's corner. Dinks it into the near post. Flicked away by Dinning. Here's Van Blurk. Gets across to the back post. There's Raven! Off the post, surely this time. Oh, it's missed by Quinn. This is Snakers. Hughes! Well, Albion have just over 5 minutes to get a winner. This is Lee Hughes. He's got Flynn with him. Still Lee Hughes. A real chance for him to win the game. Hughes! Quinn! Agonisingly close for James Quinn, and it's still 0-0. And he goes again. There's Lee Hughes! And he's got it this time! Hughes has done it! And that may well mean all 3 points for Albion. 3 minutes on time. It's Lee Hughes. It's Albion 1 and Stockport County 0. Hopefully for Albion fans, secured all 3 points. This is Dinning, flicks it back in. Miller flaps at that one, but it gets enough on it, and it's hooked away by Maresca. Hughes is on his own up front. This is Lee Hughes. Surely he could make it to Hughes. He's done it again. And now that's the point save for Albion. 2 minutes from the end. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Stockport County 0. And it's 2 goals in 2 minutes for Lee Hughes.
Lee, hero of the hour again, eh? A long time coming. A few games since you scored a goal, but we've got 2 tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, 2's come tonight. I don't think it was going to come after how many chances we had. The keeper just I don't know what he took tonight, but he played really well. I thought he was one of them. Well, he was their man of the match. I mean, just delighted to get 2 goals and back in the goal scoring trail.
You did play like Superman the first half, though, didn't you? I mean, even from the first minute with the one-handed save from Jimmy Quinn.
Yeah, I mean, like, for forwards, you just got to get it on target, and like he was pulling everything off, and you can't do nothing about it. Just hit the target, and it's up to him then, and he's made the saves, and he's done well.
They were all to his right-hand side. Some wag by us said, try one on the left-hand side, and then you had that one just before half-time at the near post.
Yeah, he's done well again. I mean, you can't say which side's his best. I mean, you just got to hit it and hope for the best, really, and he's done well.
What did Brian say at half-time then?
He just wanted us to keep the tempo on, like we was doing like first half. He says, don't let it slip, because like we're doing really well. We're having enough chances to win, and it's going to come. The goals are going to come, and we did leave it late.
I think everybody on the ground, when it did come, it was totally unexpected. It was a great header, but it was one of the few times during the night you found a bit of space.
Yeah, but I mean, like, some of them chances, well, when you got too much time, they usually don't go in. But I mean, for me tonight, it went in, and I'm just really pleased to get 2 goals.
Great. And finally, have they given you the goal against Palace yet, or?
I'm not sure. But I mean, I'm not worried really. Who gets it slung? We've got the victory, got the 3 points. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for your time, Lee.
Cheers.
Well done, mate.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Cheers.
3 weeks ago here, Mickey Evans scored in injury time to seal a 3-2 win against Portsmouth. And on Tuesday night, it was goals on 86 and 88 minutes for Hughes in a 2-0 win. Snakers losing possession. Now Martin Smith, for the moment, is all alone, but Bent and Quinn are trying to make their way forward. Smith has got the shot in. He's stuck a deflection. And after all the pressure West Brom have had, Sheffield United take the lead.
It's Martin Six, 13th goal of the season. Certainly wasn't unlucky for him, but it is for West Brom. Again, it's Maresca at that left-hand side. Beaten away by Sanford. Looked as though Van Blurt was going to line one up. Taken off his feet by Snakers. Maresca again. Quintet and Mayfield to the far post. A wonderful save by Tracy. Right on the line from Paul Raven's header. West Brom, though, at the moment, struggling to find a gap to get through this Sheffield United defence. It's standing firm. Here's Maresca. Always has a key to unlock. He goes there and he scores! Just as we were saying, Maresca had the key and he breaks through the stubborn Sheffield United defence. He runs over to Brian Little, he runs over to Alan Evans and to the rest of the subs, and he says, that one's for you boys. That's his third goal in his last 7 games. For the moment though, West Brom going sideways, looking for the impetus of another attack. The Freitas finds Kilban, a player who wants to have a run at goal as well. He's beaten them all, has he? Oh, he puts it over. That would have been one of the goals to cherish for many a day at the Hawthorns. He's already scored some classics, and I think that would have beat them all. He'd be happy in the fact knowing he's got West Brom's only goal so far, but they need a second. They need the 3 points. So does Sheffield United, stuck second from bottom in the table. Quinn has pulled that back, away, briefly. Ribeiro can only flick it on as far as Maresca. Tries to create some room for himself. Comes off Maresca's shin and out to Kilban. Beaten by Ford on rushing. Van Blurt keeps it in, but a poor pass won't pick out Kilban. And Sheffield United now swarming forward. 4 on 4 at one stage, and now Ribeiro through the middle. Takes the chance and gives Sheffield United the lead. They've been caught on the break. All ends up, Van Blurt with a poor pass that created it. Ribeiro took it on in his stride and placed it over the oncoming Miller. He may have got a touch, but Sheffield United take the lead again here at the Hawthorns. And he receives it. Still a place to test the groin as Gisbrecht charges him down. He's just been booked and now he's going to be sent off. There's the yellow, there's the red. This is all very similar to the Portsmouth game because they were down to 10 men as well. When Fitzroy Simpson was sent off, they were 2-1 down. That ended up 3-2. And this is so similar. Sheffield United down to 10 men. One of their centre-halves missing. That's Evans rising. Evans has scored. Again it's the super sub. Again it's Mickey Evans. It's Portsmouth revisited, just as we were saying. Again the smile is brought on the face of Mickey Evans. Plagued by injuries so far in his West Brom career. That's his 3rd of the season.
Enzo Maresca, how do you feel?
I think very well. Anyway, it was better if we win the game.
Yeah.
But anyway, when you are 2-1 down, 1-0 down, so it's okay. If you draw, it's better. No, it's better draw than lost. So it's okay.
We gave away 2 silly goals. Really.
Yeah, I know. But it's every single time they score because it's our mistake, you know.
Yeah.
So it's bad for us, and sometimes we miss chance, and they scored. You know better than me when you miss chance. It's bad.
Bad business.
Yeah, bad business.
And your goal, you must be very pleased with that.
Yeah, it's a good goal. It's a good goal.
Yeah.
But we were 1-1, so after 2-1 down, don't need, you know. It was better if it was 2-1 for us.
Yeah, the second goal changed the game completely, didn't it? When Sheffield scored their second.
Yeah, changed the game completely. Yeah, because we were 1-0 down, so after 1-1, and we were happy, you know, with 1-1. So better for us, for 2-1 for us. But they scored the second goal, so it's bad, you know.
And they got stuck into you, a lot of rough tackles.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, it's football.
Yeah.
It's football. For me, it's bad, because it's a risk, you know, for me, for my physical. But it's football. It's football, you know.
And one last question: how do you feel about your form in general?
I am very happy. To be honest, I'm very happy. I work hard in the week with the fitness coach, Frank. I do something extra now with him, so I am very happy with my confidence, personal confidence. Yeah.
And you've settled into your game
Much better than you did last
Yeah,
season.
I know. Last year was the first year, no experience. I don't know the English football. Now it's better. Now game after game, it's better.
Yeah, and finally, under 21s in America.
Under 20, it's under 20.
Under 20.
Yeah, I leave tomorrow. I go tomorrow in Italy for 3 days for training, with international team. And maybe there is chance for going USA for Christmas and New Year, but it's not sure because maybe they cancel it. The big tournament in USA. So maybe I stay here and I play with West Bromwich.
Oh, well. We would rather have you.
Yeah, I know. Me as well.
Who added to West Brom's optimism with a cracking goal after only 28 minutes. But then, right on the stroke of half-time, their former Wolves striker, Ewan Roberts, grabbed an equaliser for Norwich. Then it was the story of two Darrells. Burgess got sent off, and Russell got the 87th minute winner. Forced to rush from his goal, thin on the ground for defenders, the goalkeeper had little option. He only succeeded in aiding Tate's cause. And a would-be scything tackle, fortunately, missed the man and the ball, and it led to Neil Sauville's goal 6 minutes from the end. Again, Miller was helpless, improving Crewe, West Brom at the moment on a down.
Blackburn's first real effort as well, coming 15 minutes from the end of the first half. Quinn's won that header. Hughes got Daly backing in. Snakers with the effort. Oh, off the bar. 2 chances in a minute for either side. Snakers coming the closest. Across now to Carbon. West Brom now maybe turning the screw and trying to put a bit of their own pressure now. Maresca's ball was short. A player who's been standing out recently for West Brom, not really been in the game today, Enzo Maresca. Here's Blake. He certainly has been causing so many problems, and he does so again. Ward, Johnson, and now McAteer in the middle. Blake going alone off the referee. Nearly falls for McAteer, may still do. And now Franson lining one up. Deflected and in. Blackburn take the lead. The stroke of luck that you need in the cup was there as McAteer picked up the pieces. And Blackburn in this FA Cup tie take the lead. It's Hughes, is there an early reply of it? Oh, and it's in from Hughes! An instant reply from Lee Hughes! West Brom have been under the cosh for most of this second half, but the front two and Quinn and Hughes link up and they rejoice in front of the Birmingham Road. And there's still a chance for the Baggies. Had his longest barren spell early this season, 5 games without a goal. Snaker's throw. Flicked on by Blackburn player, nearly fell. I think it was Maresca there, or was it Quinn even? Up and under. Kelly's lost it, Quinn might get there. McAteer has got the vital touch to get things away, and Blake looking to pick out Franson. And it's 2-on-2 for Blackburn. West Brom trying to get back in numbers as Blake takes it on. Still going strong, Blake, that's a wonderful goal, and Blackburn are back in front. Blake has got the pace and the power, and he showed it all then. And now Blackburn in front once again, and can they hold on to the lead? The tactic normally is for Hughes to make way to the left, Evans through the middle and Quinn on the right. Evans with his first touch. Could be a vital one, it falls from Maresca. Great save from Alan Kelly. Vital save. Looked like it was falling so kindly there for Maresca. Player who's in good goal scoring form this season. Brian Little waving his men forward. Kilban, cushioned header, picks out Maresca again. Oh, a good trickery, gets past 3 of them, comes inside. And tackled, was he? It's going to be a corner. Maresca, a player that can cause so many problems with his trickery. Quinn finds Snakers. And now Hughes. Chance on goal for Lee Hughes, comes inside, back to his right foot. And it's in from Evans. Another late goal. Another late goal from the supersub Evans. How many more times can he do this? That's the 3rd time in the last 4 home games that Mickey Evans has come off the substitute bench and scored in the last 10 minutes. It's 2-2 in the cup. Falls kindly for McAteer. Dummies his way past Snakers, and now Franson. Carbon should have got there, but he didn't, and now there's trouble for West Brom again. Here's Ward. Blake is with him. Super challenge from Raven. Very important.
Little was furious with Matt Carbon as he missed that one. Now Kilban, it's end-to-end stuff in the Hawthorns. Right-footed cross off the head of Daly. He was taking no chances, and a corner on the far side. Kevin Kilban has made his way over. Left-footed corner. Evans header, Hughes, great save! What a super save from Kelly.
And people have been saying for 18 months, when on earth are you going to get Frank Skinner on the fan file? We've tried loads of times, right? But we haven't been able to get him. So what we did is contacted an agency who've sent along his double. So we're going to interview his double in the absence of the real Frank Skinner. Okay. Is that all right? Right. Right. You'll excuse me if I call you Frank.
Oh, that's all right, yeah.
But what's your real name?
No, don't push me. Fabian.
Fabian.
Yeah.
And you're Frank Skinner double?
That's right, yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, about 6 months now. There's not much work in it, but you've probably found out being a Cliff Mitchellmore double.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you're saying.
Right.
I'm a lot older than you, though, obviously.
Are you?
That's why I'm a Cliff Mitchellmore double.
I'll tell you, it's not often I do an interview where there's more hair on the mic than there is on the interviewer.
I can take it. Now, this job...
When I talk, the mic has to come over here. Have you worked that bit out? Okay, carry on. Okay, have we done the double bit?
Confused.
You stick with it.
You stick with the double?
It's good, you've got a comedy idea and you've run with it, and God bless you for that.
Stick with the double.
As I say, when I'm talking, the mic's supposed to be over here. That's it, you stick with it, mate.
How long have you been supporting the Albion?
Well, I've worked out now. Can you not talk when you're doing the camera? It's true. It's this month, which is December '99. It's going to be 32 years since I saw my first game here.
And what match was that?
It was Southampton at home, 0-0. It absolutely pissed down throughout the game. I sat on the wall at the front of the Smethwick end, got absolutely drenched. It was a terrible game. We missed about 3 sitters, and as you can imagine, I was hooked.
Hooked? Line and...
Yeah, well, the next game, funnily enough, was Man City at home.
Yeah.
On Boxing Day, which is, of course, what we got this year. So we won 3-2.
Oh, I came to that. That was a classic, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of the barriers broke because there were so many people in the ground. I don't think that'll happen this time.
And Osborne pulled the netting down at the side. I remember that. And they had to bring a needle and thread on.
Is that? I wasn't taking notes, but I'll take your word for that. Yeah.
If you'd spoken to the real Frank Skinner, he would have told you that.
Yes.
You know.
You're sticking with that, are you? That double thing. God bless you for it.
People don't believe me, though, you see, because we could never get Frank Skinner.
No.
I've asked loads of times.
Yes, I've got the joke now. Carry on.
Yes, I still... Seriously though, dyed in the wool Albion fan, and ever since that first game you say you've been hooked. What's your favourite memory of the Albion then?
Oh, that's a tricky one. It's not so much winning games as you can imagine. It's sort of little incidents like Cyril Regis's goal against Middlesbrough when he beat about 15 blokes. Picked up the ball on Smethwick High Street, beat the players, 12 stewards.
Wouldn't that have been handball? I know it's an urban myth, but I mean if you pick the ball up.
You're all right if you pick it up on Smethwick High Street. It's a local bylaw.
Ah. And it's out to play anyway, so we can bring it back in.
Yeah.
Great.
He's good here, this bloke.
It's coming through Quaddy
So you're seeing this as your big opportunity here to get into show business?
No, I'm not.
Honestly, the equity card's in the post. As I say,
Very
I
good.
thought the microphone's supposed to be over here. Never mind. You don't have to hold it there to think, or we'll be here all night. Carry on.
Yeah, he picked the ball up on Smethwick High Street and...
I've done that bit.
The rest they say...
I've done that bit. That's what they call a resume.
A resume. Covering the same ground.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Is he your favourite player, Cyril, or have you got another hero?
Well, when I was a kid, Can you shut up on the crew? God dear, I know it's nearly Christmas, but it's all getting a bit carried away. Tony Brown and Jeff Astor, when I was a kid, they were like the real big stars when I first come up here. And then I think possibly the best all-round player I've seen in an Albion shirt was Laurie Cunningham.
Yeah, I think...
Special.
I concur with that.
No, good.
Best game you saw him play? Anything sticking in your mind particular? I'm losing my rhythm again.
We had a great, as you know, we had a great team there, sort of late 70s, early 80s. But the game that always sticks in my mind particular is when we played Bristol City up here, and it was nearly snowed off, and they went out and it was lots of snow on the pitch, but we played them. and the players played in these green sort of AstroTurf boots. And the great thing that we can be really proud of, I think, at the Albion, to be serious for a moment, is that we weren't frightened to sign black players at the time when some clubs were saying, oh, I don't think the supporters will like it and all that. And we had, people used to say, oh, the things with black players, they're all right with the sun on the backs, but blah, blah, blah. But that day, we were absolutely fantastic. We beat Bristol City 3-1, and Cunningham they were all great, you know. It was a great team. That was the last really great team we had.
Van trained with Sunderland this morning, and he's now signed a 4.5-year contract. Fans at West Brom are furious that he's been allowed to go, but tonight, Chairman Tony Hale said they had no choice, with Kilban refusing to sign a new contract, knowing he could go for nothing under the Bosman, really, at the end of the season. Bradley Allen probably couldn't believe his luck, allowed to win the ball and unchallenged take little more than a pot shot on Alan Miller's goal, only to see the ball bounce in front of him and over him, past West Brom's last line of defence. In the game Alan Buckley called messy and Brian Little was happy to have won a point from, Lee Hughes made the difference with a fine striker's goal. And this was the first goal after just 6 minutes, David Johnson slipping the offside trap and benefiting from the rebound of Alan Miller. Ipswich made it 2-0 in the 27th minute. The former England under-21 international James Scowcroft capitalising on that mix-up. It got worse for West Brom. Sigurdsson was sent off, Carbon was sent off, and they went down 3-1.
Blick on towards Ashley Ward, and then Duff. How can he pull it back from here? Still Duff, and he squeezed in. Blackburn go in front at last. Damien Duff. You see for a moment then his shots had gone. The bruised figure of Alan Miller, who so often has defied Blackburn tonight, at last he's been beaten. Ward chasing here. And I think it came off Gabidon. Duff wriggling through, and this time it is a penalty. Duff brought down as he clashed then with Oliver, who's better be caution. And surely now, this is the chance for Blackburn to put this game out of West Brom's reach. Duff, he was a real handful here. Oliver was grappling with him untidily. Lee Carsley, who can seal their place in the fourth round, and a trip to play Liverpool at Anfield, and they're surely there now.
An instant kick from Miller to try and set Hughes away. Maresca and Schneikers now bidding to join the attack. Hughes has managed to bide his time well, but can he shrug off Whitley? Schneikers offering him an option on the right, and Hughes will nasty lash at Whitley.
He's lucky because the referee was looking, and just as the referee turned his head, Hughes caught. Whitley just getting to his feet now. He definitely caught him.
Here's Gota, Tiato. And Gota slipping it through, a great opening for Danny Granville! And right in front of the jubilant City fans, Granville scores. There he will have to release it. Tiato with a flick, and Gota is onside here, played on by Sigurdsson, and it's 2-0.
Well, Rob, Albion fans are furious, absolutely furious with this decision. Just down to our position on the right, screaming at the linesman, and that was after a poor clearance from Nicky Weaver. That's what it means to them, top of the league.
Need a happier 2000 for sure, promising signs at Bolton when their captain Darryl Burgess broke the deadlock early in the second half. But it was statues time in Albion's defence when the Dane Klaus Jensen powered home an unstoppable free kick.
De Freitas, a little bit of room, turns away nicely from Eric Tinkler there in the middle of midfield, and then Sherrin trying to find Craig Hignett. Barnsley's top goal scorer, last season's Player of the Year. Barnsley really saved what was turning out to be a bit of a dismal spell in Aberdeen. Hignett on the chase here, may get there as well. Adamson has come and lost. Hignett now with Adamson in no man's land really. The cross in towards Barnard, his header, and Barnsley have taken the lead after 3 minutes. Adamson was in no man's land, he lost it with Hignett. Oh, nearly 20 minutes gone in the second half. That's the nearest either side have come to another goal. And we could get even nearer here as Sheron now bearing down on goal. Forced wide by Burgess, but support coming in now. Hignett was at the near post. Picked up now by Darren Barnard. Going to be a free kick. Barnard is to the right of the ball. He wears 11. Tries the effort. That's a super goal. The delicate of touches stuck it over the top of Chris Adamson. He scores his 10th goal of the season after 3 minutes. And midway through the second half, he gets number 11. Put forward by Brammer, but a poor header there by Townsend gives possession away. Rougier finding Bullock, who's been very lively in the opening minutes. Nice little ball through to Minton. He's beaten the diving challenge of Chambers. Rougier's cross, it came off Carbon and then off Naylor, and there's a real tussle in there. The ball is dropped again. It nearly was an own goal by Carbon, very, very close to it. Adamson again looking for Quinn. Burns was up there first. Vale were looking for the foul as Potter gets a cross in and Maresca was there. And that was a golden opportunity to give West Brom the lead. Although he did sign a long-term contract a couple of years ago. The Port Vale player has been down. Looks like he took a blow to the face. Oliver was going to try a shot. My fault for Hughes, who does. Good save again by Musselwhite. Doing well to deny Hughes, who has been a regular scorer in this fixture over the last 3 meetings. Lee Hughes has managed just 10 goals in 29 starts this season. At this stage last season, he'd actually got 27 goals in 29 starts. Things not come as easy for the ginger-haired assassin this season, much more tightly marked. As Minton is the man there. May fall for Naylor, gets the header. May now fall for Bullock. A goal on his debut is denied by Adamson. Good save by the 21-year-old.
Disappointing result in many ways for all the fans, as we didn't get a home win again, but for you, a clean sheet at last?
Yeah, I mean, I've been searching that since I, first coming into the first team, but I mean, it probably is a disappointing result for everyone else, but for us, it's, it's a starting point. We can look to build from here, go on to next week's game, come here, got a clean sheet that we wanted, and then hopefully we'll go away next Saturday and, get a win that we need.
Yeah, I mean, the previous games that you've played, I mean, let some goals in, we've had wicked deflections and a bit of bad luck here and there on your part. At this time, everything stuck.
Yeah, fortunate enough, this time everything went our way, but I mean, don't take it away from the rest of the lads. They battled hard, we defended well, we never really looked as if we were going to concede as such. So, we're just pleased with that, really.
Jay Chambers, it is Jay Chambers, isn't it? It's not your brother Masquerade.
No, it's not Adam, it's Jay.
No, well done. A long time coming, a league debut. You must be very happy with your performance.
Yeah, well, I've been waiting for it for a long time, like everyone knows, and I'm just happy to get it out of the way, really.
Yeah,
happy to get it out of the way.
When did you know?
Knew yesterday when we did a bit of shape playing training, so I was happy. I went home and told Mum and Dad, and they were happy as well, so everything turned out well.
Bert was over the moon, no doubt.
Yeah, he was. He's phoned everyone he knows, like, making sure they got here and that. So.
And Adam must be proud of you as well.
Yeah, I think he is. I don't know, I haven't spoken to him yet.
quick word with Jason Van Blurk, our hopefully latest international. Jason, how are you?
Not too bad.
Good. The call-up?
Yeah.
Surprise or?
A little bit. I sort of knew off and on about a month ago. I spoke with the national team coach, and they're saying that it could be a tournament coming up in Chile in February. So I sort of had a word with the gaffer, and I got the facts through the other week, so it was good news. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, when was the last time you played for them?
I think full international, I think it was against Scotland in 96 or something like that. But I've been in and out, you know, like in camps and things like that. So,
yeah.
But to play a full international will be good.
And how many caps do you have at the moment? About 20?
I don't know. I wouldn't have a clue. I think close to 30 it would be.
Yeah?
Yeah, close to 30. So.
Tell us about the Australian setup, the coach, etc. then.
Well, he's Australian-based coach. Played for the national team over 60 times. Used to play in Europe most of his football career with Club Brugge in Belgium.
Yeah.
Then he went on to play for Bari in Italy. So he's a centre forward, good player in his day, quick, a bit like Hughesy. And now he's got the job. Young coach. He's only I think 35, 36. So it's a fresh face, and it's good.
What's his name then?
Frank Farina.
Frank Farina.
Frank Farina.
Yeah.
Well, if he wasn't being held, he was giving a very good impression, suggesting that he was. The tugging and pulling finally convincing the referee that it was indeed a penalty to Fulham. Karl-Heinz Riedler converted. It condemned West Bromwich Albion to defeat. They haven't won now in their last 14 starts.
West Brom looking to get their two new signings, Paul Hall from Coventry and Carsten Freegard on loan from Sunderland in the game early on. Brian Little saying it's a much needed width and much needed pace that the two will provide, and we'll certainly see it early doors here as Hall now gets a chance to show that pace. Lines one up for Snakers, he's dragged his shot wide. Hughes was coming in at the back post as Richard Snakers throws that one in. Carbon was the man at the near post. It's still bobbling around in the area. Away briefly by Tate, picked up by Carbon. Hughes, Raven and Hall have all remained in the middle. Snakers now with it. Resisted a chance to get one in early. May line up a shot though. There is a long shot just past the post. Second effort Snakers has had this afternoon. That was much nearer. And West Brom trying to make the breakthrough. He's actually scored on the last home game, which was the 1-1 draw against Swindon. Now here's Hughes. Snakers has made the oncoming run. Snakers, this is his third chance. Oh, he's hit the post this time. If he gets another, he's surely going to score because he's getting nearer and nearer each effort he takes. Flynn knocks it to Snakers. Driven into the feet of the wall. Picked up by Sigerson. Here's Paul Hall, picked out by Chambers. First time cross by Hall, that's Hughes coming in. And I think it was his chest, but Hughes won't matter. However you get him in at this stage of the season, when you need the goals, they all count. Hughes with his 12th of the season, he's second in 9 games. Supplied by Paul Hall, the loanee from Coventry. And after 36 minutes of the game, West Bromwich Albion have the lead. It's West Brom 1, Crewe 0. And I don't think it's affected his overall game too much. The kicks have been okay, and certainly he's shot stopping and he's come for crosses with no real fears. Here's Jack. Turns all the way 360 around Raven, gets the cross in. A free header. It looks like it was Tate. He was totally unmarked. And that must be the miss of the season for Crewe. In fact, it was Rivers who gets to his feet. It's over the head of Tate and Raven and away by Sigerson. Paul with the ball and he's carried on his run. Is this going to be a dream debut for Hall? The referee says no penalty and the Hawthorns erupts with anger.
Dave Holloway has just said this is the one interview we never really wanted to do, but that's football, they say, Alan.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I didn't want to particularly do it myself, to be honest with you. But I think it's just the politics of the game and the way it's gone. You know, it became apparent that nothing was going to be sorted out between myself and the club, so obviously they've decided, they had a bit of interest and decided to take it up, and so obviously then I've got to think of myself, yeah.
Yeah. We never mind the whys and wherefores and the politics of it all. Just a look back on your spell at the Albion, highlights.
Well, just fond memories, you know, the whole time. I mean, when I first came in Race Army, I thought that was a very good season for us until, you know, unfortunately he left us. I think the big highlight was the first Wolves game when we beat them. And obviously the T-shirt, stuff like that, it was great.
Yeah. Just the whole thing. I mean, over the 3 years, there's been some very, high points. There's been some low ones as well, but the majority's been good. I mean, the supporters have been fantastic to me all my time here, even when I was out the side, to be honest, and they were really, really great. And I just want to say thanks to you all, and it was, it's some part of my life I won't forget.
Yeah, there's been a great affinity for you, I think, and I shall always treasure the performance, and I think I've mentioned it to you before, the performance at Notts Forest the other season.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I think was one of the best goalkeeping performances I've ever seen from an Albion keeper. But that affinity's been there. We shall miss chatting about your dogs and your horses, Alan.
I know, dogs, horses, everything. Hopefully they start winning for me, but no, it's been great. I mean, there's been some really fun memories, like you said. People in the club have been great, supporters, everybody, and from top to bottom, from Mo, the kit lady, to the managers. So it's sad, really. I walk away tonight, I'm quite sad, but you have to move on. This is the way football's going, I suppose, and probably we'll position the clubs in. That's why we can't sort anything out, really. But it's sad, really.
I think the only thing appropriate now, Alan, is that's life.
Yeah, c'est la vie, exactly right. I think this is the worst of that song, quite appropriate at the moment. But like I said, it is. I'm gonna be pretty sad tonight, and but I've had some great times. I really, really enjoyed it. So thanks.
Well, thanks very much, Alan. All the very best from all the Albion supporters, and good luck.
Thanks.
Except
2 weeks time, yeah.
It was one of those days for Brian Little. He must have got out of the wrong side of bed this morning. Marcus Bent put Sheffield United ahead with the fastest goal of the day inside 2 minutes. That was bad. It got worse. 7 minutes before the break, Richard Snakers got the red card after that. Violent conduct, according to the referee. Albion down to 10. Bent then got his second just before the whistle. He completed his hat-trick all too easily 6 minutes into the second half. 3-0 to Sheffield United. And a fourth from Paul Devlin, nutmegging the unfortunate Chris Adamson, made it 4-0 4 minutes later. Alex Notman on loan from Manchester United then got a fifth, and 8 minutes from time Michael Brown a sixth. It's probably not worth Brian Little doing the lottery this evening.
Flynn trying to move play wide to Jason Van Blurk, looking for Evans. It's gone over him and Darren Pearson through to Ian Bennett. Bennett, who made his league debut for Birmingham against West Brom back in December '93. A risky header from Carbon that Sigerson dealt with. Addy Bowler did as well, and Birmingham have taken the lead after 6 minutes of the derby. And Birmingham will come away on the far side now with Simon Charlton. As hiding support, it's Sean Flynn, as always quick to everything. Addy Bowler is onside, he's got a chance to make it too. Sigerson was back, he's hit the post, the rebound is in. It's disaster for West Brom, it's joy for Birmingham. They are 2 goals up after just 7 minutes of the game. It's everyone at the near post, and then Johnson nipping in here to dispossess Carbon. Holdsworth and Granger both in support with him over on that right-hand side. Holdsworth leaves it for Granger. Left-footed cross in. Marcello was all alone, and so was Lewis, who was just behind him. And he's able to head it past Chris Adamson for the 3rd goal of the game. West Brom 0, Birmingham 3.
Adam Oliver sorts it out though, and now Quinn has it. Some nice touches from him. And now Flynn. Van Blurk. Is it going to open up here for West Brom? Van Blurk still going. Oh, and it's saved by the keeper. Got bundled in by Sean Flynn. And there is a huge sigh of relief sweeping around the Hawthorns. West Brom get some reward for their first half efforts here. And all credit to Van Blurk, who was the inspiration behind it. Evans had a go, and although Murphy was equal to his efforts, there was nothing he could do to deny Flynn, who was loitering with intent. Alan Marn's corner. There could be a break on here. Lee Hughes is going to have to do it by himself, but he's more than capable, of course. Hughes
silky skills and a fine finish. Lee Hughes delights them at the Birmingham Road end of the Hawthorns. He turned Roberts inside out, and for a club seemingly in total turmoil, this is just what they needed. It is 2-0 to West Brom.
Gary Megson's first game in charge of Albion was at a former club with familiar faces. Megson was the one smiling after a winner just 11 seconds into the game. Lee Hughes secured the points. Megson endured a further 89 fretful minutes after this, but started with a win.
Raven again looking to go direct. Everyone missed it. Smith is on the chase. It's Carbon who's coming across the cover. It hit Jensen, but Martin Smith has given Huddersfield Town the lead. Here's Van Blerk. Needs an option. Looking for Hughes. May still fall for the West Brom frontman. Again saved by Vassen.
And what about this business, this beast business? I mean, is that putting you off, or?
No, normally you would say it's a negative word, but I think it's positive. You know, that only means that the supporters like me after 2 games.
Yeah.
And that's quite an honor for me, because it's always difficult to come to a new club and only be there for 4 days, start in the next game. You know, have a nice debut, and everybody like me, and I can only be pleased with them. And yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, and you're a big bloke. You must have been very well pleased with your save at Stockport in the last minute. I mean, that was out of the top draw, they call it, I think.
Yeah, I was surprised myself that I got it, but yeah, I was really pleased with that one. That was really important.
Yeah.
Then we got the 3 points, and we needed.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. Any hobbies? Anything that you like doing in your spare time? Apart from bodybuilding, or?
No, I like to go to the sauna, swimming, and a little bit of fitness, of course. But yeah, then I have a dog. So that's my hobby.
Have you managed to get the dog over here now? All these new quarantine rules.
Yeah, the new quarantine rule says that you can take the quarantine at home.
Yeah.
And he's already now in quarantine for 4 months, because we already took the blood sample in December.
Yeah.
And so that's why we have to wait 2 months more to get the dog passport.
What sort of dog is it then?
It's a Rottweiler.
It had to be. It had to be.
It had to be a big guy, a big dog. That's
Yeah.
the way it is. No, but he has a mentality problem.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a golden retriever.
So he's all
really
soft.
nice. Yeah, he's very soft. He's
Yeah.
very soft. But I know Rottweilers don't have a good reputation. But if everybody sees him, they would change their minds, 100%.
Okay, Mr. Megson, do we call you
No, we
Mr.
don't,
or Gary? Gary Megson.
Yes.
Welcome on behalf of all the supporters of West Bromwich Albion.
Thank you.
To the club, and to your first appearance on our own little TV show, which we show to every away game.
Right.
How are you settling in?
I wouldn't use that as a phrase. There's so much to do, and time's so precious that, like, settling in, my feet really haven't had time to touch the ground, and we're trying to get, I would say, maybe 3 or 4 months work done into maybe 10 days.
Yeah, yeah. And you moved to the club. Tell us a little bit about how that came about.
I don't know. I just rang up to would have come down for an interview, and that was it. People put things in the paper, which I was disgusted with, to be perfectly honest. That I was a good friend of the chairman's, which the first time I met him was the Wednesday before I got the job.
Yep.
I didn't know him. Other people put down that I did as some reason for me getting the job, which is wrong. But then I came down for the interview. I watched the game against Tranmere, good result, and really went from there.
Yeah. Your first impressions of the club? I mean, you've been here just over a week or so. It's probably a little early to...
Yeah, no, not really. The club's everything that I expected. It's a big club. The support's brilliant. It's magnificent. It's got a great amount of people in. When I came, I thought the singing came from a certain end. I then find out it comes from all around the ground. Now, that is the club's biggest asset, and it's got a support and a fan base that it can call upon to help, and we're certainly going to need it. The game today I think the only thing that didn't happen for us was we didn't get the bounce of the ball, and our finishing wasn't up to scratch.
Didn't get the break for the goal down the Birmingham Road end. We had 3 good chances second half, I thought.
1, 2, yeah, we certainly had 3. I thought we had at least 3 up the other end as well. But that's I don't believe you can call that unlucky when you miss a target from 16 yards with the players that we've got.
Yeah, yeah. Your career, I mean, you played for a number of clubs and you worked under a number of managers. Is there anybody specifically in your career that has influenced your managerial style, do you think? Or?
No, I'll be myself, because I think it's a big mistake to try and copy anybody else. But like you say, I've played for a lot of big name managers and picked things up from them, both good and bad. They all did things that I thought, yeah, that was good, and then no, I wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't say I'm any different to anybody else in that respect.
How about your old man? How much of an influence was he?
My old man, not particularly. He's my best mate. He's my golfing partner and all that. But yeah, to say that's a bit wrong to say he's not an influence. He is an influence because he's been through and seen the things that I'm going through now. But I do have other influences as people that I can call upon if I need to.
Do you have a particular style or an ethos that you think you can apply to yourself?
Work. I can't believe that anybody can do anything or can achieve anything without work. Life's not that easy. You have to put the work in, you have to put the effort in. Both the players on the pitch, myself off the pitch, everybody's got to put the work in and the effort into hopefully the good of the club.
So it's a hard work ethic. Get stuck in there, buckle down.
It's everything.
Get on with it.
There's not one thing that you can say that'll work. Because it's like you look at all the successful teams, they all work hard, and that's the least you can expect, and that is something I demand. And then if we can get better players working as hard as that, then that's what we want. If we can get better organised, that's what we want. But the place where you start is that whenever they go out, they give it everything they've got.
Yeah, and in terms of Gary Megson as the person, you've already talked about golf. What other hobbies and interests do you have?
Golf's not a hobby. I play golf, but it's pretty awful. My hobby is my job. I work hard. I'm here at around about 8:05 every morning. I put the hours in because I believe that's the only way that you can get to where you want to be. Hobby-wise, it's don't have any. It's football and the family.
So get in there, the football, 100%.
It is. You don't have time for hobbies. You work all day. You work with the players. You work after the players have gone. You're then watching games at night. The hobbies really aren't something that you get too much time for. Then you've got your family life, which is more important than the football life, which takes all your time up, football and the family.
So we've got that title commitment now. We've got a few games to run into to the end of the season. It's a little ironic once again that you started off at Stockport as first match as manager, and we're going to Manchester City next Saturday, where you played.
Yeah, it's like when you look at the fixtures that we've got, I would say we've got the hardest running of anybody that's down there. But that's a situation. We haven't got enough points from the other games that we've played, and we are in a situation now where it's tenuous to say the least.
West Bromwich Albion have replaced them after late capitulation at Main Road. Lee Hughes sparkled with his 12th of the season, but concentration lapsed and City then took their chance. Mark Kennedy preyed on a lack of defensive awareness to equalise. And then, in the last minute, Paul Dickoff survived tackles he shouldn't have, and Sean Goater left Albion with nothing but a place in the relegation zone.
But it is such a grey area for referees to have to make that instant judgment. Cross towards Johnson. Here's Tony Mowbray, and Snakers has won it from him, and he's got Hughes pushing up ahead, and he's played it through brilliantly. Lee Hughes straight through Richard Wright's legs. Hughes has injured himself in scoring, but the goal brings a huge outpouring of relief here at the Hawthorns. Well, he's always a threat with his pace. So much possession from Ipswich. Strikers can't find the net, and then this happens. It's a mistake. Good play from Snakers here. There's only one ball on for Snakers. Lee Hughes, can he play it? Just a little bit of luck there.
here. Hughes with a finish with the right foot. Richard Wright can do nothing. There's a little touch there from a defender. Hughes tucks it away. And West Brom unbelievably 1-0 up. Great finish from Lee Hughes.
There's Croft.
Cleared by Clement. And Clapham plays it through. It's Matt Holland. He scored. Great composure from Holland. And the finish to bring Ipswich level.
Forward by Butler. And now drops for Carbon. Back in the side after his one-game ban. De Freitas was onside. The Bolton players looking at each other for a moment. Here's Santos picking it up in midfield. Finds Taylor. Snakers and Taylor link up well. An early chance there for the Dutchman. It was Fish that got across to divert the ball away for what will be the first corner of the game. Neil Clement, the loan signing from Chelsea, takes the first corner. Taylor's at the back post unmarked, and it was off the line from Ida Gudjonsson. The two used to play up front together this season for Bolton, and it was Gudjonsson. And that was Butler who'd stay forward, who headed that one over the bar. A tremendous start from West Brom. Jensen with that kick. Fish beats Taylor. Taylor back to the ball. Strong one by Clement. Taylor able to bring it under control to find Santos. Snakers had a lovely ball through to De Freitas. Bergson pulled him back, and it's going to be a penalty for West Brom. Bergson back on the pitch for only moments after receiving treatment for the head wound. And West Brom, who've not had a penalty all season, have now had 2 in 2 games. De Freitas latching onto it well. It was the pull of the shirt. De Freitas went down. It was the same combination last week. De Freitas fouled, Snakers scored, and they've done exactly the same this week. Elliott's chip ball in. Carbon and Jensen both came, but neither dealt with the ball coming in. Fish finds Johansson. It's his cross, and the header by Hansen off the post and in. Jensen was rooted to his line. And Hansen, who got 2 goals on his return last week against Walsall, has scored another one here against West Brom. A deadly hush now around the Hawthorns after that goal conceded. Against the run of play, really. But West Brom now looking to come forward again. Little as ever down this right-hand side. Snakers has come inside, looking for the link-up. Elliott half covered it, but it's fallen to Little again. De Freitas was trying to get there. Little, and it's Sean Flynn with the header. Sean Flynn puts West Brom back in front. Just 2 minutes after Bolton equalised. It looked as though De Freitas was pulled back as the cross came in. That doesn't matter. It was Flynn, one of the smallest men on the pitch. He's given him the lead again. Little doing ever so well out on the right-hand side. The header by Flynn, and where you see Jensen rooted to his line at one end, 2 minutes later you see Jussi Jääskeläinen rooted to his line at the other. Still under pressure, West Brom, still well, either side really to have a chance in the second half, but Bolton look more than likely as Bergson makes his way into the area. The shot has hit the post, and Bolton have equalised. West Brom will claim that Bob Taylor was fouled, but as all eyes switched to the referee, Bolton continued, Bergson continued, and he scored for Bolton. It's going to fall for Warhurst, 2 touches and then finds Johansson. Closed down well by Snakers, but no support. And now Gudjonsson's onside, bears down on the goal of Brian Jensen, goes round him, and will give Bolton the lead. Looked like a fair an elbow by Whitlow. Quinn does well, manages to keep hold of the ball, and then coming inside looking for support. Potter has made a run on the left, and he's picked out by Quinn. Intelligent play. 3 blue and white shirts in the middle. Potter's cross, Santos is at the far post, manages to keep it in play. Taylor with over kick, that's a wonderful goal! What a super goal by Bob Taylor! We were just saying how he revels in this fixture. He started in 9 games, that's his 7th goal.
It's his second in 2 games for West Brom since returning, and he's given West Brom a hope in the game. Into the closing 15 minutes, it's West Brom 3, it's Bolton 3. Looks as though the reserve keeper Steve Banks is getting ready to come on. The corner's taken. It's a bad touch by Oliver, out to Warhurst, and now space for Bo Hansen. His cross, Fishy's header, little place, and now Snakers. West Brom need to test Jääskeläinen while he's still on the field as Santos picks it up. Oliver's made a good run one way, and now Snakers. Is this a chance for West Brom? He's forced it wide, and Oliver, what a time to get your first goal for your club. What a moment for the youngster. He's put West Brom in front. We have 2 minutes of normal time to play, and it's the 19-year-old Adam Oliver that could be the hero for West Bromwich Albion. Snakers had gone too wide, but he was able to pull it back, and the injured Jääskeläinen has been beaten with 2 minutes to go. Now West Brom have a habit of conceding late goals. They've conceded 9 goals this season in the closing 9 minutes of the game. They have to hold on. 3 points is there for the taking, but now they're going to be tested as Holsworth comes forward. They claim handball, Good Johnson is with him, Butler is the Albion man with him, and so is Potter. That was the challenge. As the corner comes in from Hansen, and it's in! Bolton has scored his second goal in the game, and Bolton have equalised. Unbelievable scenes at the Hawthorns. Smith making acquaintances with some old friends in Halfords Lane. He's gone over the barriers and so far hasn't reappeared. Here's Butler now to Little. Smith gingerly makes his way back on the field. Taylor pushed by Groves. Snakers curling one towards the far post. Taylor was there. It's a dream start for West Brom. Bob Taylor's third in 4 games, and West Brom take the lead for the 6th time in their last 6 games. Now Neil Clement has Van Blurt with him, but finds Quinn. Good little ball through there. Quinn again receives one off Van Blurt. Cross to the far post. Flynn rises very well for a small man, Sean Flynn. He was up there with Gallimore and he's managed to cut out the pass and then was fouled by Kingsley Black. It's another free kick in a dangerous area for West Brom. We've played just over 2.5 minutes of the second half. We've had 2 free kicks and 1 corner, 2 free kicks. In towards Taylor, may still fall. There's a second. That's the one. That's the one they wanted. It's Taylor again. It's his 2nd goal of the game. And it's his 4th since he rejoined in the club, in which he is held in such high esteem. Here's Caldicott. Birmingham born. Began his career with West Brom, was here until his move to Grimsby. Brian Jensen is trying to organise a wall. He's got 4 in it. Black is going to have a go, and he has done. And Grimsby have scored. It was so important that West Brom didn't concede after taking that 2nd goal. and Kingsley Black has curved a free kick beyond the wall and beyond Bayern Jensen. It's 2-1 to West Brom.
Your 2 goals, the first goal, it was a very muted celebration on your part.
Yeah, well, I mean, the gaffer keeps reminding us, I think in the last 6 games we went 1-0 in front, and you know, we've let it slip. So I was just pleased, you know, that it went in, but I wasn't going to get too carried away, you know, and start doing all these celebrations and one thing, you know, it meant a lot, but, you know, there was another, 50, 60, 70, 80 minutes to go, and you know, we just had to get on with it, and as you're saying, in the end, they got a goal back, so the second one was a timely one for us.
Yeah, and that second one you will already know, because I've told you and other people have, that was your 100th league goal for the Albion. That must be
yeah, I mean, it is. It's a great milestone, you know. I mean, I didn't realise, and it's nice, and it didn't matter how it went in. You know, it could have went off my backside, my knee, anywhere. But you know, I've reacted quick to the ball, and you know, luckily for us, you know, it's put us 2-0 up. So, you know, but I think we took our foot off the pedal a little bit, and like I say, the set piece let them back in.
You had 2 stabs at it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm trying to get away from Stacey, and he's sticking with me like glue, you know. And I've just tried to I got the wrong side of him, and fortunately, you know, the ball just hit me and dropped. So you're just quicker to react, and obviously, you know, good strike in the back of the net.
It's one of the most important games in the long history of West Bromwich Albion Football Club. It's make or break time as the trapdoor to the second division is slightly ajar. A win against nationwide champions Charlton Athletic this afternoon will see the Baggies stay up.
Falling for Santos. Manages to switch play. Finds Little. Snakes has made a run right through the middle, and Little picks him out if he can keep his feet, and Snakes forces it wide. Easily the best opportunity of the game. Hearing that Manchester City have taken the lead as Snakers plays this one short. It wasn't the best though, and West Brom have lost possession with that. Little though winning it back and chipping one forward. May still fall for Snakers. He's come inside on his right foot. He's got the shot and he's got the goal. That's the goal that they all wanted. The Dutchman's got it, and West Brom have the lead, and that first division survival looks like it may just be there. They took the first step, but that can they complete it? Just to confirm that Blackburn 1, Manchester City 2 at Ewood Park. At the moment, Manchester City will go up with Charlton. Amazing how things change on the final day of the season. Just 10 minutes ago, it was going to be Ipswich that were up. Now Van Blurk, as West Brom look to stay up. Kinsella gets the header away. Butler telling Oliver to leave it, and now he tells Clement to leave it. Here is Neil Clement though. Quinn has made a run just inside. Clement though going alone as he gets past Kinsella, gets past Barnes. That's not a bad cross as Taylor's under it, and it's in. That's the one, the second one that they all wanted. Surely now can West Brom celebrate. Now are they safe? Bob Taylor again is the hero. He got them in this division in 1993, and now he's going to keep them in it. Again the chant is super, Bob. How fitting that it's Taylor who's come back to the club he loves so much, and he's going to get the goal, and he has got the goal to keep West Bromwich Albion in the first division. It's been a long hard fight, it's been a long hard season, but goals by Richard Snakers and by Bob Taylor on the final day of the season have seen West Brom retain their place in the first division. Rain. Richard Snakers is without shorts and his socks. He has showed us he's got some undergarments on. As the players begin to leave, Sean Flynn raises both arms. Is it the last time we've seen him at the Hawthorns? Richard Snakers loses his t-shirt, semi-naked as he goes under, so too Bob Taylor. Lara Sigerson, Matt Carver and reserve keeper Chris